I'm so glad that we finally have bows used by standard Gundams, and of all of them, the Barbatos gets it first. Aren't you glad? Oh wait, oh no. What have you done? You've summoned King Paimon, you blithering idiot! What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade ASWG-08 4x4 Gundam Barbataurus from Gundam Breaker Battlogue. And if I didn't know any better, I think that the model number sounds like one of the new pickup trucks that King Solomon would be proud of, which makes sense because Mahara drives a Ford Raptor that says Bard on the grill. But before I begin, I am glad to announce that this channel is now a HobbyLink Japan affiliate, and they're currently having a promotion valid until the 22nd of January at 11:59 PM Japanese Standard Time. Every 1,000 yen shipped, including shipping costs, is an automatic entry for a chance to win free shipping all year. More information is available in the labeled link below. And from now on until January 17th, 11:59 PM Japanese Standard Time, you can take 5% off of your order by using promo code TAKE5OFF, all caps. So if you want to crack at it while supporting the channel, use the link shop.hlj.com/MJ2005 Gundam to support the channel while shopping at HobbyLink Japan. The box isn't sealed with a spell, so you can easily open it up to find yourself with 10 full runners, a wire, and a small sticker sheet. Only 3 runners are entirely new, and the bulk of the plates are partial or complete duplicates of each other for parts to achieve the Centaur body. It's conceptually similar to any high-grade Gundam frame in terms of the build, while nubs and seam lines aren't too big of an issue. Overall, it's a simple build that should trouble no one, other than the unsettling sight of having a second Gundam frame stick its head up the Barbatos' ass. Ugh. First impressions of the straight-built high-grade Gundam Barbataurus are sound. The silhouette evokes a sinister aura, it honestly looks cool, and the part separation is good, with stickers only covering for the eyes, power emblems, and the grey spot on the backpack. But it is largely thanks to the official design leaving out the most egregious sticker wraps from the original Barbatos, like the leg thrusters and the ones on the side skirts. So it honestly isn't that much of an achievement, yet the design remains largely cohesive despite their omission. The beef that I have with this kit though is the proportions and colors. The shoulders need to be larger while the spikes should be shortened, and the light grey should be a tad darker in order to match up with the official line arts. They don't really ruin the looks too much, but they do kind of stick out if you look closely. There isn't too much to do after the build either, as the only missing color item is the face detail. Apart from focusing your panel lining on the red and light grey parts, the high-grade Gundam Barbataurus is good to go as is if you don't look too deep into it. At about 15.2 centimeters tall, it towers over the average Gundam, which gives it an oppressive feeling over other gunpla. It is also 13 centimeters long from the rear heel to the front toes, so it does take up a bit of space towards the back depending on how you pose it. Articulation of the main body begins with a double ball jointed head that is unimpeded by the collar and modifications. Arms can swivel up, roll in their sockets, as well as rotate all the way. The shoulder armor can swivel up for a perpendicular arm raise, while the arms have a bicep cut, single jointed elbows, and ball jointed wrists. There is a torso bar, and double ball joints at the midriff and waist for insane crunches and a full rotation for the former, and a limited rotation for the latter. Front skirts move while side skirts are limited by the waist block, legs can swivel forward and back together, and kick decently far towards every direction if you can get around the clutter. There is a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ball jointed ankles with a 90-degree ankle rocker, a moving ankle flap, and toes that can rotate as well as point up and down. The hind body starts with the swiveling butt plug, the same shoulder ball joint and armor swivel for the mid skirts, torso bar that is incredibly loose, there's ball joint at the waist that provides a swivel, side skirt polycaps, the swivel of the leg connector, very far case towards the front and the side, thigh swivels, double jointed knees that are limited because of the armor, the ball jointed ankles with a 90-degree rocker, as well as the movable and rotating toes. Finally, the backpack thruster can move. Altogether, the articulation is what you'd expect from the Barbataurus, just 2 well-articulated Gundam frames combined into a human centipede that would otherwise be a fun handful if the waist block isn't hazardously loose. Of course, the structural integrity also depends on your luck with polycaps. For accessories, it only has a pair of holding hands, so dynamic posing options are limited. Weapons begin with the extended tail blade. The wire can be simply shaped to the desired pose with no worry about it dislodging or sagging. The devilish design is a nice touch too, but there is no effect part for the powered up state. The longsword is the same one used by the high-grade Barbatos, but the major issue is that it doesn't have the upgraded guard like the anime version. It wouldn't be hard to attach 3 new pieces onto the new plate for that, let's be honest here. It looks alright in the hand, and it can be stored on the hind skirts with the help of the included storage clips, which bite very well into the handle. Finally, you have the signature twin blades, and immediately the hollow panels on their sides strike me as eyesores. They sandwich into the hands for use, but the round handles will ruin the posing experience because they make the grip loose. They can be used as is, but they can also either be used as an awesome double blade, or flipped down for the very shoehorned handgun mode. The microscopic barrel detail isn't convincing at all, and their weight balance doesn't help either. Honestly, it's a rather ridiculous and forgettable feature. Finally, you can combine the blades, plug in the energy string onto the tips, and align the arrow onto the bow to execute the Ruse Dying Slave finisher move. And to be honest, this looks awesome, as the string is based on the Barbatos' eye effects, which interestingly glow a light purple under UV, while also being a very unique weapon since Gundams seldom use bows, rightfully making it the main draw of this kit. The string is also flexible enough for the bow to be configured into different states, which adds to the playability. But if that somehow doesn't tickle your fancy, you can store the twin blades using the aforementioned clips on the mid skirts. Same can't be said for the arrow though, as the handle is too large to be plugged into the mid and rear skirts. But I suppose you can cheat and use the original backpack clips and mount it onto the backpack like a rear mounted quiver. In terms of build options, the backplate serves as a pair of adapters to plug any Gundam frame backpack onto normal kits, and vice versa, and I'm glad that Bandai included them for compatibility between Iron-Blooded Orphans and conventional high-grade kits. The back of the Barbataurus looks bare without them though, which is a little bit irksome. Moreover, the waist structure allows for even normal kits to use the lower body of any Iron-Blooded Orphans frame and vice versa, so you can come up with more wacky combinations for your own custom builds. As a bonus, you can take the arms of the Barbatos' 6th form and leftover mace of this kit and rearrange the parts of the Barbataurus to form what was the Gundam Barbaric. Of course, you need to extend the side torso plating, complete the V-fin, and paint the kit, but it's almost completely possible to revert it back to its former glory, minus the toxicity. For leftovers, we have the original face, torso piece, shoulder armor, gauntlet arm, back skirts, backpack joints and clips, as well as the mace, on top of full arm frames with incomplete manipulators and an extra light connector. You don't get the parts to revert it back to the original form, nor do you get enough to build a second Gundam if you separate the 2 frames, but you can use all the leftover armor pieces minus the face and torso for customization, while the frame pieces can function as very good backups. To sum up my review, the Gundam Barbataurus is simply double trouble. Positively speaking, it looks terrifying, color separation is good, the compatibility options and adapters for customization are nice, and it wins points for uniqueness with the centaur structure and the bow. However, the main things that plague this kit are the loose waist block and the round handles of the twin blades. Never mind the hollow panels of said blades and how ridiculous and forgettable their handgun mode is. At 2200 yen, over double the price of the original Barbatos, it's a kit that looks good to be fair, unlocks an entire avenue for customization, but plagued with issues that hamper the fun heavily, which is why I am giving it the discretionary rank, saved by its uniqueness and the customization possibilities it offers. But if you're after playability and raw power, be aware of the issues it brings along as well. So that basically wraps it up for this review. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more Gunpla reviews, Gunpla news, and the like. Turn on notifications for future content alerts if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.